All right, well, it says we are live. This is Dee, and this is Down the Wormhole. And today I thought we'd talk about bettas just because I have a few of them going at the moment.
I took Mucinex to help get rid of my mucus
Oh,
congestion.
no.
Start the relief, ditch the
This
misery.
is so not healthy. I guess I've got ads. Check that out. Betta. Oh, there we go. I got ads. So yeah, back to where I was. We're talking about bettas today. I've got a few batches going on. I have a Dumbo batch behind me. There was about 100 that I moved over here. I think I'm about 95 now. They're all doing really, really good. So I will turn that into a sorority tank for a little bit afterwards. On this side, I also have a new batch of babies. Their daddy is a crown tail. He's doing good. Mom is doing good. Everything's doing great. So I thought I'd just see this morning a multi-tank addictions. If anybody had any betta questions, if they're interested in breeding, I'd love to know if you have bred in the past or any of that kind of fun questions. It was very warm in this fish room today. We do have a heated fish room, so we don't actually heat any of the betta tanks. They are all on the wall, just in their little containers in the room. The baby tanks behind me here, this guy's heated, and this guy's heated with a multi-tank addiction heater. Thank you, that's still the one that I won from the first batch. I've got Beestag in the house. Hi, Beestag. I've got the Bachelor's Planted Aquariums. Yeah, the crown tail babies. Hey, I'm not too sure still how many I've got in there. They're definitely all coming out. I can see them. They're growing great, though. Nice batch for sure. Curly Bunny EMT, hi there, New York Gold Aquarium Cop. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. Yeah, just let me know if you have any questions. Just shoot them out, especially if you have any bettas. Let me know. I'm pretty sure the betta vlogs, he's got some bettas. Hi, how's it going? Check out his channel. Oh, it all depends on the bookcase, multi-tank addictions. Definitely depends on the bookcase. If you've seen, I think it's the fish nerd there. Yeah, his last little bookcase didn't go so well. So you'll have to definitely check out your bookshelf and play it by ear. Particle board. So this mess behind me here, this whole setup, this is a particle board setup. It terrifies me, I have to say, if it ever got wet. I'm not too sure. I don't think it would end well. I've got 2 layers of containers on the very top. I don't think you can quite see them. I might try and move this up. Yeah, it's holding quite a bit of weight, so here, let's see if I can aim this up on the top. Ooh, you guys might fall right to the floor. You never know. Okay, so I do have all those containers are individual up at the top. I have supplies on that side. I've got a 10-gallon tank here, and I also have another 10-gallon shrimp tank on the bottom here, so it can be done. But we do have braced this guy to the wall. Like I said, I'm very scared to get it wet, but let me see if I can get me a little less fuzzy here. Oh, there we go. I'm using a webcam right now. It's a little Logitech, I think that is there. I like it at 720. It's not the highest, but it works really good. So let me catch up on the chat. Oh, hey, Flynn's Fish Farms in here. Hi. Chronicle of Chris's Fish Room. I really got behind on chat while I was doing that. Amazing. Yeah, fish nurse did not end well. Like I said, they're multi-tank, so play it by ear. I've got a ton of tanks on this wall. Like I said, it does worry me, but here we go. I really hope I don't ever have to make a video like the fish nerds. Chronicles of Chris's Fish Room. Hey, good morning. Yes. What else have we got here? Joe Monroe. Hi, Joe. AMA. Oh my goodness, AMA Aquatics. How's it going way over there? Yeah, way on the other side of the puddle, that one. Thank you for the haircut. Yeah, I did that on Friday night. I do cut my own hair sometimes. It's another cross your fingers moment for sure. But yeah, it is definitely fun. It works out pretty good. Oh, hey there, Bob. Yeah, I'd probably go for the 2x4s if you don't want to have like that heart attack feeling going all the time. Most of our stands my hubby has made with the 2x4s. The Piranha Tank, the 55s on a homemade stand. The guppy breeding areas on the homemade 2x4 stands, and they seem a lot more sturdier than this guy back here. But LJ, oh, it's so good to see you. Good morning, LJ. So yeah, I thought I'd just kind of do a little better breeding video there, LJ. So far, I think we've talked about all sorts of random things. Oh, hey, KP Aquariums. Good to see you this morning as well, definitely. He's got a lot of space for a lot of fish tanks. Oh, man. I will get you wrenched up there, LJ. What on earth was I thinking? Oh, maybe. Oh, so far all I've got is put user in timeout choice here. Maybe you don't get a wrench. I don't know. You might not get a wrench, LJ. I might have to look that up a little later because it's not working at the moment for me. Sorry, I will work on that later for you, LJ, definitely. I'm not too sure what's up with it, but it doesn't want to work. Story of my life. Yeah, definitely for those of you that aren't feeling good, I hope you do feel better. That would be much nicer, hey? Like, LJ definitely having some issues. AMA, I heard you're doing better, so it will be nice to see your videos when they do come out. Okay, so we got a good question here. Hi, Dawn. I don't think I've seen you in my live streams before, so that's nice. Can bettas go with other fish? Definitely some of them. They are an extremely, like, they're like a dog, right? They're very much so like a dog when it comes to that with their personalities. They're very individual. As with the dog, you can take some of them, put them in a room with another dog. They'll kind of check each other out, and they will be fine and not worry about it. And then there's others that are just like, no, that is not happening. This is not going to go. I don't care. We are going to constantly fight. With the male bettas, it does tend to swing towards the more aggressive side, but I have definitely housed bettas with things. You don't want to pick a roommate that has got long flowing fins because that's going to entice the betta to go after it, reminding itself of another betta. So you might want to pick shorter, faster fish, like something like a neon, something that's definitely non-aggressive itself, especially if you're putting with another longer fin betta, because that, again, that fish will look at the betta and think, man, that's just easy pickings. So try it for sure. Check the temperament of your betta out, maybe beside the tank. Just put the container beside there. See what he thinks of the other fish. Just leave him there for a couple days. See if he keeps flaring. Maybe he doesn't flare. If it's the females that you're trying to introduce, same kind of idea. You might have more luck with a female betta, but some of my girls are just more rotten than my boys. So, like I said, it very much so depends on the fish, but I would say try it out. If it doesn't work, just make sure you have a container to remove the betta fish to ready. Flynn's Fish Farm has a really good question. Is it normal that my betta relaxes on plant leaves for about an hour a day? He's usually very active. Is he just relaxing? He doesn't look sick at all, and he has an appetite. Absolutely very, very normal. If you actually look in the pet stores, Flynn, they sell those suction cups with a little leaf on it just for the betta to have a place to chill out. Almost all of my containers, I think I've got them all done. They've just got a fake plant in it for that purpose, just to let the betta have somewhere to sit on and chill out and have a rest. I mean, it's that or sit on the bottom of the floor. And yeah, they do enjoy sitting on something. LJ was actually just freaking out about that the other day with a tank full. She found that a whole bunch of them would sit in the corner of the tank and just veg out there. And she's like, what's going on? It's like, that's just part of their normal adult behavior starting. Okay, let's see. I definitely have to back up in my chat here. I missed a bit. Well, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Oh, I know, hey. Definitely, it's coffee time still here. I think I've had a little too much. I might cut myself off after this cup, but it's been really good this Sunday morning. Oh, we got some people subbing up and finding each other, and so Aussie before time. Hi, I'm always online, so if you need an extra moderator. For some reason, I can't seem to make anybody an extra moderator at the moment. It's just not working. Typical of anything I try to do. So I will try and get some extra ones on there later. Thank you for the offer. BC Fish Rooms. Oh, I haven't, you're new to here. Hi. Haven't seen you before. I haven't kept bettas since I was a kid in the 70s, but I really like them. I may have to get one again. Yeah, I just cannot seem to not have these guys, and the breeding of them has been awesome. My hubby has let me have a whole room down here for my bettas, and I've gotten a little carried away, but it's absolutely fun. I cannot get anybody to be a moderator. I just don't know what to do. So maybe next time I'll try again. try again. That seems to be the theme of things around here, as usual. So, oh, I've got add moderator as now. I don't know who even I was clicked on it. Oh, you know, it is YouTube, and it is doing its thing, so that's okay. You guys are sharing some information. That's awesome. I don't know if I missed a question or not. Asking about being an EMT. Yeah, I at one point was kind of headed towards that path, and just, yeah, I couldn't handle it. I had one moment where a kid got hurt quite bad, and I just couldn't do that on a regular basis. I was in quite a big city when I was training too. Might have been some of the problem. Now I work more with the elderly. Keep kids out of the situation. Guess I'm a bit of a softie there. Oh my goodness, LJ. Looks like you're having some fun in the hospital. Well, thank you for stopping by Flint's Fish Farm. Definitely good to see you. Thanks for asking some questions. Yeah, let them be lazy. They definitely like doing that. Oh, yes. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, if you're in there, please smash that like button down there. That would be awesome. So, yeah, has anybody in chat ever bred bettas? Have you tried it out? Have you ever thought about it? Just curious, let me know. I think the Bachelor said once or twice he's considered breeding them for sure. The Aussie report, can you read my comment up above? Let me see if I can find you. I'm not the greatest at the live streams. I'm still pretty new at this, so you have to excuse me if I, oh, here we go. If I'm not the greatest at keeping up with chat. Okay. The Aussie Before Time says, I recently rescued a betta. His name is Baymax. I have 126. I'm spending it all on him. I'm buying him a 5-gallon with sand and live plants and a heater and a filter. That sounds awesome. Yeah, with the sand, just make sure you do stir that up. I did once kill it. I didn't know about it, that it makes bubbles in the sand and it'll release gas, and I did kill a tank off by doing that, but that was a long time ago. But otherwise, that sounds amazing. With the filter in the betta, just make sure you keep it on the low setting, or if you do get a smaller filter, make sure that it has an adjustable setting, because they really don't like the current, but otherwise that sounds really good. He sounds like a definitely lucky betta fish. Are you making videos? I just want to know if you're making some videos so I can. Yeah, just, I don't know. I see a lot of people, they'll just, even with their, oh, how did they do it with a siphon here? Kind of like how I have this one. I'm going to start making a mess here. This is not meant for that, but they just keep the wood longer than they do their air hose, so that when they're siphoning, they can stir up the water and stir up the sand underneath and pop any bubbles, and it'll go up the hose. This is the one I use on my betta tanks right now. Like I said, I haven't actually tried this, but I have seen it, and it looks really neat. Like it would work quite good. So, okay, paddlers. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you in here. He's got a really neat channel, all sorts of fishing and different activities he's doing all the time. Hey, Prismus Aquatics, good to see you. Another guy on the other side of the pond from us. People from all over the place. Very neat. Okay, yeah. The Aussie Before Time says, yes, I've had multiple guppies get stuck in my 10-gallon filter in my 10-gallon tank. Yeah, if you can turn it down, or one other trick that I don't think I have here, on my hang on the back filters, I've taken a chunk of foam and I've just kind of cut out the center of it, and I stick that onto the end of the filter, and then the babies can't get stuck on there as well. Definitely helps in the baby tank, guppy tank, stuff like that. We are trying to switch a lot to the foam filters. We're enjoying them quite well, except for the heavy duty tanks like the Piranha tank, the Amiga Splendens. They actually enjoy the filter, like the flow, so we're going to keep that on there and keep that on high. Otherwise, a lot of them we are switching to the foam filters to kind of alleviate some of that issue. You guys are all talking about EMT stories. Okay. Well, LJ, we'll definitely find your house. The house across the street actually is for sale. I had an open house there yesterday. I was tempted on just wandering over to see what it was like. I'm not allowed to make videos. Okay, well, that's all right, too. Well, thanks for stopping in and just sharing your story then, hey? Aquarium caught Siamese, a Japanese fighting fish, when I was a kid. What? I think I'm missing something there. Bob's asking something about angelfish. I'm glad you guys are talking to yourselves, because holy bad, I'm so behind on chat. I'm not too sure where I even tell how many people are in here. This is just 22 watching now. Well, holy crap. Hi, that is amazing. Thank you for spending your Sunday with me. Thank you again for getting me to the 500 subscribers. I kidded, I think it was on Friday. Just thank you. I don't even know what to say. That's quite mind-blowing. When I started this channel, I didn't even think 500 subscribers was a possibility. And now it's kind of, I want to definitely grow a little bit more. And yeah, like, that's just cool. Thanks, guys. Like, wow, just very much so. Gotta get that out there. How are the piranha fish doing? They're doing really, really good. We actually got them some goodies, and I can't not get them to eat that in front of the camera. I got them some new buck bite pellets, and they float so well. I guess they should have looked for a sinking pellet. No, for next time. So I can't get them actually eating it. I've considered leaving the camera just sitting there for an hour, but what a boring video that would be. They are doing really, really good. I'm going to feed them some shrimp. Maybe I'll try and get that on video tonight. We still got all 5. Yeah, I can't complain on them for sure. I think Prismax Aquatics was the one that posted that they don't live as long as I thought, so I guess they're actually kind of Old crabby Davids. Okay, I've got to scroll down here on chat again. Oh. Down the wormhole. Now we got to get you to where your merchant local fish club or something. There is no local fish store. I have to say I'm way too shy to really advertise locally that I'm doing this channel, which is just nuts. The owner of the local fish store knows. I don't know if he's told any of the employees, more than likely has, but yeah, I don't know. One of these days, I guess it will get out, and we'll have to deal with it. But until that time, we'll just keep it as I can. Oh, thank you, Chaos Paddlers. That's super nice. What time is it there? It is currently 10:30 here. I'm on Mountain Standard Time. Canada in Alberta is where I am at. So... how old before the fry are ready to breed? I don't go by age. I go by the condition of the female more than anything, just by their actual size and their state. The females will usually let you know when they are ready to breed because their stomachs will start showing and that egg spot will start appearing quite readily. You could breed them that young. I don't recommend it. A lot of people, a lot of old-fashioned breeders do it. Think that it helps stunt your fish. So if you're wanting your fish to get to its full size and you do want to get a lot of eggs out of them, you want to let them grow as much as you can. Like use a big female, you'll get more eggs out of it than if you do have something like my last male where there's so many, but that way you get as many babies as you want out of there. I don't recommend breeding them too young. When they are younger, they do tend to be maybe a little more aggressive too when they're breeding. If you let them grow up a bit more and get used to each other, then they tend not to damage each other up. Also, sometimes that does backfire because sometimes the females will be a little more crabby when they're older. Kind of a game, I guess. Kind of a game you play. But yeah, don't go by their age. Go by how they look and how they're acting is more what I would use. I have bred some really old bettas, so... Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on chat here again. Oh, you guys are still talking. Oh, okay. Sorry, Cotton. I just wasn't too sure what the heck you were talking about there down in the wormhole. Yeah, it says the bettas used to be called Siamese or Japanese fighting fish when I was a kid. Yeah, now I know what you're saying. For sure. Yeah, we got all sorts of names. It was usually the Siamese fighting fish where I was up here was what they were called, and the betta was getting to pick up more of a common term too. These are veil-tail half-moon fry. Yeah, I'm playing right now that pair I got going, LJ. It's in this tank right over here is a full-blown crown tail male with a, well, she's almost got a full tail, but yeah, there's no crown tail in that female, so it's going to be interesting to see how much of a crown I do get out of this. Dion, how's it going? Good to see you in here. I'm not too sure how far behind I am on chat, but hi, Dion. Oh, it looks like I'm not even too. Yeah, espresso in the fish room. That's me right now. I'm not drinking any more coffee. Chris Fish, did I miss somebody else? Chris Fishman? Richard Rocks. Oh, hello. Good to see you. I don't know if I've seen you in my chat before, but yeah, good to see you. I'm meeting a lot of new people in my chat room. This is really great. Yickadee Nation running wild. Yeah, Dion is in the house. Let's see if I can get back down to where I was. Hard to say. I'm thinking the veil tail is definitely going to be very dominant in your batch there, LJ. You're probably going to have a few that have a good spread, like even with my Dumbo batch here, with these guys, he's got the full half moon playcat tail, and the largest spread that I got was this one female here and one male but yeah, only one male out of the last batch that had the half moon, so I would expect a good 90% of your batch to be veil tail. The larger the spread is very uncommon and is hard to get out. The more you breed it back, the bigger you get, the more common you're going to get. But introducing that veil tail into the start is going to make your journey very tough for sure. It will be hard to breed it out. Oh my goodness, yes. If you're getting a lot of the Cambodian or the marbling in there, you definitely have a marble gene somewhere in the back of yours. And some breeders go nuts over it, I guess. They hate having that marble gene in there because once you've got it in there, you're toast. You can't get it out. You'll have to try another pair. But if you do enjoy the marble coloring, I'll continue on with the pair. I've purposely bred the marble color into my line just because it's fun to have the babies. Sometimes you have a bright white one, and by the time they're done, they are red and black. And you get speckles over some of them, and it's quite neat to see. But if you've got that in there, you're going to find the white gene is very dominant, and if you're aiming for darker colors, it's going to be a little bit tough to get it out. All the finnage is solid red. Oh, we'll see. Yeah, definitely. You'll have to see what happens. Because, yeah, anytime I started getting some of the patterning or anything like that, it was like, uh-oh. Here we go. I have a 55-gallon tank with a Grammy, an angelfish, a silver dollar, catfish. I have a 10-gallon with 2 baby guppies that I've raised. Oh, nice. Good. Poor mom died, and Baymax is currently in the 10. So you're wanting to put the guppies in with the betta? Is that what you're trying to do? Yeah, you'll have to watch with the guppies. Some of them will be quite fine with the guppies, and others will be aggressive towards them because of the finnage. You'll have to see what your bed is like with them. Maybe just float them in a hospital tank in with them and let them wander around for a bit. See how he reacts with them first, but make sure they are big enough size. The betta will most definitely go after any babies you have in the tank, but if you keep enough plants, you will get away with being able to raise some guppy fry in there. Not many, but you might get some that survive for sure. Big Easy, where's Big Easy? Did Big Easy show up here? Hey, Big Easy, how's it going? Good to see you. Thank you so much, guys. 19 likes. Thank you again. If you would, yeah, just hit that like button on your way out. That would be amazing too. Oh, good. Yeah, oh, good to hear there, the Aussie before time. That's good. Yeah, he's getting along. I put my extra male guppy in my betta sorority with no problem. Well, that's nice, yeah. Yeah, the guppies, they will try to mate with anything. I've definitely noticed that. I've had a koi betta named Sushi, and she attacked my guppies. Yeah, see, like it's like, it all just depends on the bettas. They're, like I said, so very much so like a dog. You just never know. Sometimes you'll have one that won't care, will live with anybody, doesn't matter. Like even you'll have a male and a female betta that will live perfectly fine together, and you just can't figure out why you're trying to breed. And other ones are just like, I've got one female upstairs that I almost lost my male to because she was just grabbing onto his tail or whatever she could get a hold of and just letting him drag her around the tank. It was just unbelievable. I just got to ask, is the Baymax name from that cartoon? Because that was an awesome cartoon. I'm going to end up going and renting that again now. I'm just making sure I got up on all the chat. Thank you, Multi-Tank Addictions. Yeah, smash that like button. Thank you very much. Well, if you guys have any other questions, bring them up quick. It is my Sunday. I'm going to go bug my family upstairs pretty quick. I don't know what we're going to do. I haven't figured that out yet, but we do have to go find something for dinner. So. I'm waiting for it to warm up before I increase my breeding stock. Yeah, I know. It's getting nice here. Our local fish store has been bringing in some awesome bettas, but for whatever reason, he brings them in, and I seem to miss them. And by the time I show up there, he's just like, "Hey, did you see?" It's like, "No, I didn't." So I might have to go and check out the other more often. Or if he's watching, he could just send me a message, you know, Facebook when something cool comes in, so I know. All right. Well, I don't see any more crazy questions popping up on here, so yes, LJ, we can definitely chat on Facebook. There's nothing stopping that. And your visit. Yeah, we might have an actual Fish Fam Canadian meeting up here. So if you are in Canada, sometime this summer, if you are interested, maybe we could try and do a meetup. I know I'm in absolutely no man's land when it comes to locations, but if you think you would be up to a trip to the southern part of Alberta, let us know. That might be something fun. Oh, sure, Bob. Sure, Bob. Shout away. What's your question before I get going? I did. Curly bunny, okay. We're waiting for Bob's question here. See what he's got. Shoot me a good one, Bob. Oh, did I miss another one, Aussies? Poor Tom, where are you? I was debating on the name Tokyo, and is it K? Is that how you spell that? Or Kai? Basically Japanese names. Well, then I found the name Baymax, and the movie was based in Tokyo, so it fit. All right, okay. Yeah, I like the Japanese names. Is it K or Kai? It's like, isn't that the word for water or something? I'm sure I heard that somewhere. Dawn W. Fam says, happy Sunday, everybody. Yes, happy Sunday. Thank you for spending it with me. You guys are all nuts. I want to see a piranha cleaning session live. I am way too scared to do that live. You know, when he does it, he flips the lid up and uses a very long stick and kind of vacuums out the bottom there. And there's plenty of space for them to jump out. I am tempted on taping him when not live, so that if one of them does jump out, that's not quite so edit because, yeah, we couldn't edit out the swear words if this was live, and then it would no longer be a family-friendly show. I know, hey, maybe. We do have to keep it friendly. If one jumps out, I'm sure, yeah, that would be entertaining. Even I would love to see my reaction, but like I said, we'd have to edit out all the beeps, so I don't think it's going to be a live one. Okay, Bob, have you asked your question yet? Where is it? What is your favorite fish in the entire fish room? I waited for that one. Okay, my favorite fish in the fish room, I think would have to be my pleco. I got a little girl, female pleco. When I started, the only option you had was the giant plecos, and it took forever to find a little bristle nose, and I think she's so cute. The next runner-up, I have to say, is just my family of my Amica Splendens, just because I have had those on a wish list for so long, and I've got them, which is awesome. So kind of a tie-up right now between those two fish. But yeah, an individual fish would be my bristlenose pleco. I think she's just adorable, and an actual species. I love my Amica Splendens. They are very cool. Thank you, BC Fisherins. You're in BC? Whereabouts? I'm just curious, if you don't mind me asking. Do you know a person named Big City Bettas? Yeah, I have seen her video. She was on my stuff for a while. She has disappeared though off the internet. I haven't seen a video from her for a while, but yeah, I know that she's another very, very knowledgeable person on bettas, definitely. Shows how many fingers you're missing. I have stuck my hand in the piranha tank very briefly, just every so often the plants get stuck on the filter, and I just kind of reached in the side there and kind of popped it off and cleaned it and wiggled it back on. And yeah, your heart picks up a little bit, but I saw some Goliath tiger fish in our local pet store, and those things were, they made the piranhas look like guppies. I swear, that was a guppy tank all of a sudden. Like, those Goliath tiger fish were just nasty, and every one of them had little teeth sticking out of the side of their mouth like that. And both of their jaws, both the top jaw and the bottom jaw, if you look at it, actually just opens up like just nuts. No, don't want one of those. My parents don't even know my YouTube channel is that big. They think I only do a live stream a month, and they think my only videos I got are the first ones on my channel. Well, they definitely haven't been paying too much attention. Yeah, you got quite big there, Bob. We have to vacuum the lake. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Carlos, who did I miss coming in? Hey, DPK's in here. Hello. Good. I don't know what to say about that there before time. I haven't really talked to her, but yeah, I don't have much of a background on that. Yes, DPK is Carlos. Yes, multi-tank addictions. I am going to get out of here. I'm sorry, DPK, you just showed up just as I'm about to leave. I want to thank every single one of you for coming out here. For any questions you have, I hope if it helped anybody, again, those are just my experience and my opinions. So hopefully whatever you get works for you. DPK just got up. All right, well, I'm going to go make some lunch. It's getting to be about that time. Probably feed some fish and do some water changes and get out for the afternoon. And I will see you guys all next time. This was awesome. I will try and do another live stream every 2 weeks. So not next Sunday, but the Sunday after. So if you do want to put that on there, that would be great. And I will see you guys then.